Hi, welcome to the 24 days of reading Luke 24 Days Till Christmas. I'm Brandon Wheeler, this is Bucky. We're on chapter 22, this is the 22nd day, so there we go. Now the feast of unleavened bread drew nigh, which is called the Passover. And the chief priests and scribes sought how they might kill him, for they feared the people. Then entered Satan into Judas, surnamed Iscariot, being number of the 12, and he went his way and communed with the chief priests and captains how he might betray him unto them. And they were glad and coveted to give him money. And he promised and sought opportunity to betray him unto them that in the absence of the multitude, in other words, no people around. And then came the day of unleavened bread, where the Passover must be killed. And he sent Peter and John, saying, Go and prepare us the Passover, that we may eat. And they said unto them, Where will you wilt that we should prepare? He said, Behold, when you are entered in the city, there shall be a man meet you, bearing a pitcher of water. Follow him into the house where he enters in. And he shall say unto the good man of the house, or you shall say unto the good man of the house, The master saith unto thee, Where is the guest chamber, where I shall eat the Passover of my disciples? And he shall show you a large upper room furnished. There make ready. And they went and found as he had said unto them, and they made ready the Passover. And when the hour was come, he sat down, and the 12 apostles with him. And he said unto them, With desire I have desired to eat this Passover with you before I suffer. For I say unto you, I will not any more eat thereof until it be fulfilled in the kingdom of God. And he took the cup, and gave thanks, and said, Take this, and divide it among yourselves. For I say unto you, I will not drink of the fruit of the vine till the kingdom of God shall come. And he took bread, and gave thanks, and brake it, and gave unto them, saying, This is my body, which is given for you. This do in remembrance of me. Likewise also the cup after supper, saying, This cup is the New Testament in my blood, which is shed for you. But behold, the hand of him that betrays me is with me on the table. And truly the Son of Man goes, as it is determined, but woe unto that man by whom he is betrayed. And they began to inquire among themselves, which of them that should do this thing. And there was also strife among them, which of them should be accounted the greatest. And he said unto them, The kings of the Gentiles exercise lordship over them, and they that exercise authority over them are called benefactors. But you shall not be so. But he that is greatest among you, let him be as the younger, and he that is chief as he that does serve. For whoever is greater, he that sits at meat or he that serveth, is not he that sitteth at meat, but I am among you as he that serves. You are them which have continued with me in my temptations, and I appoint you as a kingdom, as my Father has appointed unto me, that you may eat and drink at my table in my kingdom, and sit on thrones judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan has desired to have you, that may sift you as wheat. But I have prayed for you, that your faith fail not. And when you are converted, strengthen your brethren. And Peter replied, Lord, I am ready to go with you, both in the prison and the death. And he said, Peter, I tell you, till the cock shall not crow, I tell you, Peter, the cock shall not crow this day before you have thrice denied that he knows me. And he said unto them, When I sent you without purse and scrip and shoes, lacked you anything? They said, Nothing. And he said unto them, But now he that has a purse, let him take it. Likewise a scrip, and he that has no sword, let him sell his garment and buy one. For I say unto you, that this shall yet be accomplished in me. And he was reckoned among the transgressors, for the things concerning me have an end. And they said, Lord, behold, here are 2 swords. And he said unto him, It is enough. And he came out and went as he went to the Mount of Olives, and his disciples followed him. And when he was at the place, he said unto them, Pray you enter not into temptation. And he was withdrawn from them about a stone's cast, and kneeled down, and prayed, Father, if you be willing, remove this cup from me. Nevertheless, not my will, but your will be done. And there appeared an angel unto him from heaven, strengthening him. And being in agony, he prayed more earnestly, and the sweat was as it were great drops of blood falling to the ground. And when he rose up from prayer, and was come to his disciples, he found them sleeping to sorrow. And he said unto them, Why sleep ye? Rise and pray, lest ye enter into temptation. And while he yet spake, behold, a multitude came, and when he was called Judas, one of the 12, went before them, and he drew near unto Jesus to kiss him. But Jesus said unto him, Judas, betrayest the Son of Man with a kiss? When they that were about him saw When they which were about him saw that would follow, they said unto him, Lord, shall we smite him with the sword? And one of them smote the servant of the high priest, and cut off his right ear. Then Jesus answered and said, Suffer ye thus far. And he touched the ear and healed him. And Jesus said unto the chief priests and captains of the temple, and the elders which were come to him, But you come out against a thief with swords and with staves? I was with you daily in the temple. You stretched forth no hands against me, but this is your hour and the power of darkness." Then they took him and led him and brought him into the high priest's house, and Peter followed afar off. And when they had kindled a fire in the midst of the hall, and they were set down together, Peter sat down among them. But a certain maid beheld him as he sat by the fire, and earnestly looked upon him, and said, "This man was also with him." And he denied him, saying, "Woman, I know him not." And after a little while saw another man, and said, "You are also one of them." And Peter said, "Man, I am not." And about the space of 1 hour after confidently affirmed, saying, "Of a man, of a truth, this fellow was also with him, for he is a Galilean." And Peter said, "Man, I know not what you say." And immediately while he spoke, the cock crew. And the Lord turned and looked upon Peter, and Peter remembered the word, how the Lord said unto him, "Before the cock crow, you shall deny me thrice." And Peter went out and wept bitterly. And the men that held Jesus mocked and smote him. And when they had blindfolded him, they struck him on the face, asking him, "Prophesy, who is it that smote you?" And many other things blasphemed against him. And many other things blasphemously spake they against him. And as soon as it was day, the elders of the people and the chief priests and scribes came together and led him into their council, saying, "Are you the Christ? Tell us." And he said, "If I tell you, you will not believe. And if I also ask you, you will not answer me, nor let me go. Hereafter shall the Son of Man sit on the right hand of the power of God." And they said all, "Are you then the Son of God?" And he said, "You say that I am." And they said, "What we need further witness, for you yourself have heard of his own mouth." I'm reading terribly today, but a lot of stuff going on. Probably the longest yet, I think, 71 verses. So, quite a bit of information. Everything going on, but this is me, that's Bucky. We'll see you tomorrow for chapter 23. Goodbye.